there's a squatch around here somewhere. Alright, hey guys, you're watching Sidestep Adventures and it's Robert. And I am wearing the official Exploring Stuff and Things Sidestep Adventures t-shirt. Because here on Sidestep Adventures, we explore stuff and things. Get yours today at Teespring. I'll leave a link in the comments down there. On the front it says Exploring Stuff and Things. On the back it says Sidestep Adventures. Before we get started with this video, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update as I found some more information out about this cemetery. So the cemetery that you saw in the previous video was a little family cemetery that seems to date to the mid to late 1800s. The only marked grave we found out there was from 1860, but that kind of gives us an idea that the rest of the graves were probably around that time period or earlier. And these people looked like they were pretty wealthy when they were buried in the ground here, because that one marked stone was pretty ornate, and the other stones with the cut rocks, that was pretty costly for back then. The other cemetery, which you're about to see right now, is a little bit later, 1900s, maybe some 1800s graves. I don't quite remember if I saw any, but it belonged to a church. So two different cemeteries that just happened through the fate of time to be side by side. So the other cemetery is a predominantly African-American cemetery, and like I said, it belonged to a Baptist church, if I recall correctly. Now the church is no longer standing out there and has moved to a new location. I don't remember if it still exists or not. I don't think it does. But anyway, the cemetery doesn't look completely forgotten. There's some graves that are in some pretty bad shape, but it looks like it gets visitors out there, which is good. So let's get started with this exploration right now. Oh wow, there are more up here. I see a headstone right in front of me. I'm glad I kept walking. Turn the light off. So we're gonna get in a more lit area. I think that's a grave right there. That's kind of a sunken in area. I could be wrong on that. Oh wow. This place opens up. So that one is unmarked. This is the first one that I saw. Isn't that cool? Here's Lucille Hewling, January 16th, 1898 to wow, February 7th, 1983. Grave looks much older than that. You walk over here. Wow, they just keep going. There's more out there. Oh, look at this. A W.M. Pace Sr. This grave reported in a survey listing from Buster and Donna Wright, dated 2nd of January 1977. No evidence of this marker was found during reconnaissance on 23rd January 2011 or 4th August 2011. William Pace Sr. Wow. This may be one that we've got to come back to. This is getting kind of late, and I'm losing light. This looks like a new grave right in front of me. It's Harriet R. Walton, December 1st, 1919 to March 2nd, 1980, which is also my birthday. There's Reverend Robert Walton, February 28th, 1914 to December 6th, 1964. We've got more here from the 50s and 60s. I'm not going to spend too long on them at the moment since I am running out of light. We'll come back here and do a little bit more of a detailed exploration. And this is definitely not the one that I was looking for. Rosa Marshall, April 15th, 1915 to March 18th, 1970. So an older one over here, or a military one over here, I want to take a look at. It's Joe Hill, S1 U.S. Naval Reserve, World War II, born September 9th, 1922, died December 4th, 1960. This is pretty amazing. Definitely was a surprise to see all of this in the woods. This is this grave over here is handmade, so we'll take a look at it. It's Miss Alice Johnson, born January 1st, 1882, died November 21st, 1978, 96-year-old, it says at the bottom. Well, so this is pretty amazing. Much larger than I thought when I saw those graves up there. I thought it was just a little lost small cemetery. I'm glad I kept looking. I do think maybe I will come back here when I have more light and search around a little bit more. Let's look at this one before we go. This is King Thomas, Georgia, Private, 315 Labor Battalion, QMC, World War I, born March 1st, 1895, died July 2nd, 1948. And that's a pity right there. You can see the concrete on the stone is just sunk into the ground as the grave is sunk into the ground, and leaving the headstone just laying right there. Alright folks, so it's still not the one we were looking for. Hopefully I'll be able to find the one I actually was looking for someday soon, but this was definitely a find, and I'm glad I got to film it. And like I said, I'm definitely glad I kept walking in the woods and saw more. Of course, I guess I could have also walked up this road and found more, but let me know if you want me to come back here and do some more filming of this cemetery. I kind of want to in some better light. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next adventure.